What's up, guys? We're finally playing the F123. Lot of things to do in this game. We're gonna do the My Team mode and a lot of other things. But for now, we're gonna start the Breaking Point career mode. It was there in 2021 and now we are back with the second part of it. First of all, let's select the difficulty. Of course, I am not a pro, but I'm still gonna put it on hard because I just like annoying myself. So we're gonna go with hard. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret this and I'm going to change this later on, but whatever it is. And here are a couple of other settings that we have to deal with. So we're going to do some changes to the simulation settings. And we're also going to check the assists. So I am not a pro. I only have a few hours of gaming in F1 21 and F1 2020, I think. But I'm still going to turn the ABS off. And I'm going to turn the traction off because let's make it a little bit difficult for me. So this guy is the main protagonist for Breaking Point, Aiden Jackson. Very nice guy, goody two shoes, bad things happen to him
I feel like a
all the time.
I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
Casper was his teammate in 2021. They didn't have a great relationship initially because of another guy, which you will see. Somehow this guy reminds me of Kimi, just more talkative. This guy is the villain, Devin Butler.
We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old. You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works.
That's Ocon. He knows how to deal with that situation because he's been in one.
I'm done. You what? I'm retiring. Why didn't it work out between you two? He's on more money than me.
What? He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true.
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track.
Oh god, we are in Abu Dhabi 2021. Why is this game giving Team LH PTSD? Of course, backmarker teams have to crash in Abu Dhabi. Now there'll be a yellow flag and they'll green flag it on the last lap of the race. Things are gonna happen. I'm sorry, Team LH.
We did it.
That's Max and Lewis in the background, probably discussing what was going on. Look at them. Is that Lewis just walking off the podium? I'm not sure. They should have shown more of that. But never mind. That's what happened in Breaking Point in 2021. Now we are into the 2022 season. A new era of Formula One has started. New technical regulations, first major update, and so on.
What was it like bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
Okay, so they are introducing a new team called Corner Sport, and I'm surprised they've gone for a DTS style thing integrated into the game. This is exactly like DTS. And this guy looks like a mixture of Fred Vasseur and Franz Tost.
Franz Tost. Who's that?
What it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Connor Sport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car... The car
Now he sounds more like Fred Vasseur.
We're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today. Especially, I have to say,
I'm gonna
from
lie, the
Jackson.
Connor Sport car looks
I don't
good.
think I've ever seen the Connor Sport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Connor Sport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Okay, Aiden, nice job so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you
Okay, so now we're gonna enter the game. It's 5 lights and it's lights out and away we go.
Caution, caution.
Don't judge my driving skills too much. Like I say, I'm a noob, but I'm trying my best here. So our objective is to just finish the race. Okay, that's not so bad. and which is gonna take Yuki Tsunoda, but no, I had to brake. Thankfully, I'm not locking up. Been doing a good job getting adjusted. Maybe I used a couple of flashbacks. You guys don't know that in the edit, so that's a good thing. Little bit touch of the wall there, still getting used to the traction, but the traction model actually is a lot better than F122. F122, you push on the gas a little bit and the car goes out of control. It's much better here, which is why I decided to have it off. And tower on the inside, we do a lunge on Yuki, banging wheels. Not the cleanest overtake, but hey, I was almost losing grip there. Doing good. I'm doing good. That's a good thing. Getting to grips with the car. Looks pretty solid. Another braking zone. I hope I don't lock up. Okay, I haven't. Let's go. Driving good. And
Nicholas Latifi.
Okay, once again, come on. Let's go. Let's hope we don't mess it up this time. And we are on the soft tires, everyone else is on mediums, so ideally we should be doing well, but I'm on the hardest difficulty and I think I have to drop it down a notch because clearly my driving skills are not that evolved. A lot of you guys were asking me about my setup, so actually I'm using the Logitech G29. I've had this for a while, but I've barely used it because I don't get time. Finally, I don't know, with the excuse of putting videos on YouTube for you guys, I might be finally able to play the F1 game from start till the end. I hope so, I do that without assists. I definitely want to get faster in the game. I'm pretty sure a lot of pro players might be cringing right now at my driving. I'm sorry guys. Like I said, I'm a noob. I'm just doing this to entertain you guys. But so far, after a couple of laps in, I can definitely say that the traction model is 100% better. It's good they've worked on it. I'm still getting used to the ABS, but that's more of a skill issue than a game issue. So yeah, pretty fun to drive. I don't think we're going to make any positions here because the difficulty level is quite high. So just enjoy a couple of laps and let's see what happens. The Miami circuit is actually pretty good, man. It's the first time I'm properly driving it, so I don't remember the circuits. There are a lot of circuits in the calendar. I remember, I guess, 3 or 4 of them. I know Bahrain by heart, I know Australia by heart, I know Monza by heart, and I think I know Monaco. Some of them I remember, some turns here and there. Yeah, I need to learn a lot of circuits as well, because once you learn the circuit, you know when to brake better, you know when to accelerate better, and then you stop making mistakes like I do. I'm actually playing this game on my PC. I have a pretty old PC. I mean, I made it in 2014 and it's still able to run this game while I'm recording. So that's a good thing. I also have a PS5, but the thing is I eventually want to use mods and make some cool videos with F123. So I decided not to go with the... What the hell, Devon Butler? So yeah. I want to install mods and a lot of those things in the game and make some cool videos, so that's why I decided not to go with the PS5 version. So Butler is already on our back. He's like less than a tenth behind and is literally breathing on our necks, and we have to make sure that we keep him behind because that guy is a dick. So why let him go? So this section of the track is so annoying. Hit the wall there. I was looking behind. Now we have Butler side by side. We're gonna go into the turn together, and I late braking. And once again, both of us tangle. God, this guy is annoying. Okay, now we have we got DRS, so we've got a good enough lead. Braking into the turn and no lockups. All good. Oh, once again, it's the commentator's curse. Okay, cutscene. I guess something's gonna happen. It's a Ferrari, that's an Alpine. Here we are.
I'm losing power. I'm losing
Cause
power. Copy that. We see it. We're looking into it.
I'm telling you, that team principal was like Fred and this guy Charles Leclerc.
You're joking.
Nice guys getting screwed over by life.
This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, with every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Just like Ferrari.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Connor Sports Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points.
This guy.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me.
All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate.
If this guy would be in the F1 grid, no other guys would have haters. I mean, seriously, 19 people versus this one guy.
Good for him.
If it's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%.
Fred and Leclerc unseen
Everything
footage.
we can. I know the car is not perfect, but
Andreo, it's
Exactly.
every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a riot show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before, it's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connor Sport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
Okay, so that was the first part. I think now it's just showing me a couple of other things about the game. So we have to take care of our performance, reputation. It's basically a dynamic game, if I'm not wrong. They're going to ask us a couple of questions throughout the season, and based on how we answer, they will be changing targets and giving us bonus points. Here I have all the news. So of course, uphill struggles at Connor Sport, from rivals to comrades, a lot of things. We've got a call from our team principal, Fred Vassar.
Hey, I wanted to give you a heads up. Now look, the crew has shared the latest telemetry data with us.
Fine, but I don't think it will tell me anything I don't already know.
Social, okay. So actually a lot of these accounts that you see here are actual F1 people, like the F1 journalists and a couple of drivers. We've got F1 YouTubers here as well. So I hope next year we make it here. If you guys follow the streams and if you guys support them enough, maybe next year we're going to be here. And we also have a couple of emails that we have to look after. No big deal.
You know who told me the same,
Let's
right?
just do that.
It's just tricky, what with the car and Devon poking his nose in any chance he gets.
There is a lot going on for sure, but we're a team. We'll get there. I'll have a word with the Devon. Tell him to give you some space, both on and off the track, okay?
Yeah, alright. Good luck with that.
So we also have to play the team principal. So we also have to play So we also have to play the team principal role a little bit here. So they're going to ask us questions. So the next race is the Canadian Grand Prix, and we have to answer if we are confident or we are going to ignore the question. So of course, I'm going to say we are confident. There's also this another thing where Devin has overpromised, typical Devin, that he's gonna show the factory tour and a lot of those things, because apparently, actually that's a spoiler, I'm not gonna tell you, but whatever. Neutral, okay, we don't want to give too much attention to Devin. And the next race for us is gonna be the Canadian Grand Prix, which I will be showing in part 2 of F1 Breaking Point. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm open to all the feedback that you have in the comments. What different would you like me to do in this Breaking Point career or in the game? Any suggestions about gaming, any suggestion about videos, please let me know in the comments. That's it for now. I'll be back with the second part very, very soon, maybe tomorrow or day after. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and don't forget to follow your F1 guy on Instagram.